Greetings everyone, and for those of you who have watched some of my previous videos for some scriptures that I've been sharing out, I really welcome you back for this one. Now, I do totally understand at this time of the year, many of us are actually going to be needing a bit of the moments for ourselves for when it comes to the fact that, as you may have seen in quite a few of the retailers now, Christmas season is actually just starting. And I know of, after personal experience with when I used to work with Target for 14 years, many times we may go through times of, even while we're going through preparation, we always keep on thinking, is it really this time of the year already? Are you kidding me? It can be hard. And even when we're going to double check our stock that we need, when we have, when we need to look for resources, and of course, as many families would experience already, and many friends of yours who are going through obstacles of financial battles with inside as well, for whether it's like financial battles presents to get for your friends, presents to get for your family, presents to get for even for, of course, people who you see are in more need of support. It can be hard, it can be challenging at this time of the year, and I totally understand from both sides. Not only after experience as a worker when I used to work with Target for 14 years, but also for the people who are customers, and when they are tight with budget, and you have living costs, you have people come, even of course, as you can see while I'm talking in my car, cost of fuel, the cost of food resources, sometimes even for some people who might be going away on holidays. You have obstacles of financial budgeting for your trip, of when you're going to be out of the location you're usually staying at, or whether you're at home, or you're going to be trying to go to connect to more in your family, or to friends of yours you haven't seen for so many years. But it's also a bit of a tight budget squeeze inside our financial obstacle of all other essentials. And I know it's going to be a really hard season for the next few months. And I totally understand what it's like. And this is why I would highly encourage to every single one of you that are watching this video for Christmas season this year, and even probably even for other future Christmas seasons ahead of us, along the time ahead of us too, I would highly encourage to every single one of you to read through 2 Timothy chapter 2, verses 1 to 7. Because it is going to recognize and help ourselves of our strength, keeping strong through the hardest points, and even in the toughest communication time with customers, when it can be hard for quite a few who are going to be working in retail, and for some of you who are going to be working in the restaurant and hospitality industry. It is going to be, of course, when you have very busy schedules, big number of bookings in the big groups of people you're going to be serving at the tables, and of course for all standard procedures to be done correctly, time effectively, and also on top of that, safest as possible. And you also have many other things in between, and every single other job that is at the side as well to be done to keep it smoothly flowing. It will be hard, but this is why I would highly encourage to every single one of you that are watching this now, like I've just mentioned just a few minutes ago, sorry, make that about 40 seconds ago actually, that with 2 Timothy chapter 2 verses 1 to 7 to read through, because it is a way for ourselves to keep strong. It may be the hard time. We may be going through bits of obstacles, or when we're going to be going through so many things that we're so busy that we lose track of time, we lose track of what we're doing, we lose track of ourselves, and we don't become or pretty much behave like our usual selves, and it can be hard. And it goes through, sometimes it's like you're getting uncertainty approach you, and you feel like you're at times going to be at the very last final straw of your faith, sometimes your hope, sometimes your confidence. But I would highly encourage to every single one of you, I totally understand it. I totally understand. And even for people from the disabled community, it can be even harder, but there's always going to be a way to stay strong. And that's why I would highly encourage to you, for before you go into whether you're going to be in your supermarkets, or whether you're going to be in your retailers such as Target, Big W, or in Kmart, any of those retailers, plus other retailers that will be selling clothing and all that. But also if you are going to be in restaurant industry, and it will be a really tight schedule, and it will be hard to keep on track with things, I totally understand that. And I will highly encourage you once again, 2 Timothy chapter 2, verses 1 to 7 to read through. But not only that, I would highly encourage others to also read through Mark chapter 9, verses 8 to 41 for this set as well. But I know you'll find this surprising I barely bring much about Old Testament up into this. But when you're going through your hardest point in the middle of the season, I will highly encourage you as well to read through Isaiah 63, verses 1 to 14. Because I have just been reading through those for the past, I believe for the past month now, and I've repeatedly read through it. And what it actually recognizes for when you read through it time after time, it will help you to recognize when you're in your hardest and your deepest and in your toughest time. And at the end of it, faithfulness and hope and everything to help you stay strong through to the very end is going to be very helpful with everything you read through that, in the hardest points of all that you read through within all those sets. It will be able to help yourselves to stay strong through to the very end of Christmas season. And believe me, I totally understand of how hard it can be. But when you stay strong, you continue strong. You continue even to be thinking, what's the best job that will take longer, to start earlier, to finish with it earlier in advance, and the shorter jobs taking shorter time, being able to have everything done with little time that is left, and you have got everything done and planned out and all in timeline. It will be really effective to help ourselves with our confidence, our faith, self-esteem, and on top of that, our strength inside, and even to and even in communication to people, in good ways of how you explain things. And I know it will be hard, and at times you may have moments of thinking out loud when you don't really mean it, but it can come out occasionally, and it will be hard to keep hold of. But I would highly encourage every single one of you that are pretty much listening in through to this, and I really appreciate you listening into this, because this is going to be one to prepare every single one of us of what to expect and how we can cope with ourselves, prepare ourselves before the busy part to make it through to the end. God bless you all, and thank you very much for watching this one, and look forward to seeing you in my next video. So the scriptures, Isaiah 63, verses 1 to 14, and of course 2 Timothy chapter 2, verses 1 to 7. God bless you all, and thank you very much for watching this.